My name is Jonathan Speirs. I'm a lighting designer. I trained initially in architecture, and I'm a qualified architect. And we have two studios, one in London and one in Edinburgh, Scotland, where I live. And we run a company called Speirs and Major. One of the principles that we work very, very hard at in terms of some of the solutions for our spaces is if you have good architecture, if you have great architecture, you shouldn't see the equipment. We're interested in trying to conceal and hide equipment away so that you end up with a luminous building. You end up with a building where the shapes and forms are expressed in the right way to give the character of the space which we're trying to achieve, that the client's looking for. The Sands Bethworks project in Philadelphia was a project that, we've lit industrial edifices before in Europe. The first one we've done in the North America. And there it was all about the dignity of the project, the dignity of the people that worked in the Bethlehem steel blast furnaces. And so we were very keen that whilst this was no longer working and there were many people who lost their jobs when it all closed down, that we still wanted to maintain some dignity and some respect for both the edifices themselves as well as the people that used to work there, and try and give some pride back. And so part of the storyline that we evolved into that was where the building, the structures themselves would not always be lit. That sometimes they would recede back into the darkness, they would go to sleep, they would die in a way, and it would disappear, and then they would start to come alive and be illuminated and grow, and then again slowly go back into the darkness. And we were trying to get a story into there that talked about, revealing something that was lost, and then you can start to experience it in a way, and then you'd lose it again, and then it comes back. And certainly the reaction we've had from the people in Bethlehem has been phenomenal. They think it's marvelous. And for a client from Las Vegas, who you'd think would be looking for razzmatazz and power and all the rest of it, they too were very convinced that this was a story that evoked a quality and a character that spoke of their destination that they wanted to develop. So these kind of things are what we get excited about, and we spend time thinking about in the studio.